So welcome to this video. In this video we are going to discuss about 5 simple business books, and these books are in relation to Indian context also. So let's start. So the first book that we would like to recommend is Rework. So Rework is a extremely different book than what is like usually we read in business category. This is a very simple book and very straightforward book, and it tells you exactly what how businesses should be done. So they directly go to the actual crux of a business. So what they say is that you don't need to create a very big business at all. You just need to create a very small business with a small product, a product which a customer will like. Okay, first of all, you should like that product. Okay, you should use the product again and again, and in the same way your customers should also like the product and use the product. So in that way what happens is you reduce your advertisement cost really lot, and your customers will become, through word of mouth, they will spread your product or your service to their friends and to their colleagues. In that way, slowly, little by little, you will keep on pushing out. Okay, you will become a bigger company. So he says that it's not about becoming a bigger company like that. He says it's all about becoming a profitable company and giving solutions to your company, or you should be in a, your business should be very unique. So that is about this book. So if you have read any other business book, I think you should read this book also, so that whatever you have read till now, he will break those concepts immediately in this book. And if this is going to be a first business book, it's going to be great, because it is going to open a different kind of thinking in your mind. So read this book. This second book is in an Indian context. So this is a book which is written by Kishore Biyani. So Kishore Biyani is the founder of Big Bazaar and Futures Group. So Pantaloons. So he's a very big entrepreneur in India. So in this book he shares like how his journey was. Okay, from a small trader. So how he became a big entrepreneur. So finally he has sold his company to Reliance. I think it was Reliance, because there's a problem going between Amazon and Reliance for buying his company. So he has sold his company to Reliance here. And this is a really fascinating journey about not only his entrepreneurship journey, but also into the minds of Indians and Indian consumers. So he will tell you in detail what Indian consumers want, right? So it's partly a entrepreneurial book, and it's partly a marketing kind of a book. So it's a really nice book here. The third book is not going to be a very simple book, but it's going to be an extraordinary journey for you guys, because it's going to be a really a thorough kind of a book. And if you've not done an MBA, then you should read this book. So if you have done an MBA, many of the concepts which you have already learned will be shattered in this book. Okay, so Warren Buffett writes annual letters to his shareholders. So this book is actually a collection of all those letters in terms of topics. Okay, in terms of topics like corporate governance, or valuation of a company, or how to pick a stock, where to invest, like that. So it's based upon topics here. So you don't need to read all the letters which Warren Buffett has written. Here he has like compiled all those letters as per topic. So it's a really nice book, and you will enter into the thinking of Warren Buffett. So how Warren Buffett thinks, you will know it real in a very close way, right? So it's a really amazing book. Read this. So the fourth book that we would recommend is Business Model Generation. It's written by Alexander Osterwalder. So it's a really nice book. So businesses are something like a story. So if you tell a story to a person, that story should have some kind of a narrative, a logic. Okay, there are some elements to a story. In the same way, a business has certain elements, right? We should know how the income is going to be generated, what is the cost that is going to be incurred, who's our customers, how are we going to service them, okay, what is that we are giving to them, right? So there are like many questions like this. So if you are going to create a business, or if you're going to analyze a business, you should know how to do that. So business model generation gives you a canvas to do that. Okay, there's something called a template or a canvas here. You can use that to analyze business. So you will find out the business model of Amazon in this book. So it will be really nice. And if you search for online like business model canvas of Netflix, you can find it online. So you can find for any business what is a business model canvas for a company. Online you can find it out. So as a starting, it's a really amazing kind of a book. So read these books and tell us in the comments like how you felt these books were they like useful or not useful, or whether they were tough for you. So let's see. The last book that we would recommend here for you is The Little Book That Builds Wealth. This is a very simple book, very straightforward book, but an extremely important book. Okay, extremely important as well as extremely insightful kind of a book. So he tells that what are the different types of businesses which really make high profit, right? Highly profitable businesses. So he tells like a lot of examples. So you have to read this book to find out how many businesses are there and what are their profitability and how are they maintaining that profitability. So it's a really amazing book which you have to read. So you guys can reach me at my website. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn. And you can also reach me at Twitter. So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.